Alright, Throwback Gang, welcome back to a brand new episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. Link to the previous episode is at the top right hand of your screen, where we did three, technically two side missions and one errand. So in this episode, with nothing left to do, we shall progress the point of the spear, and we shall go get the tripcaster from Cast now. In the previous episode as well, we did activate the ancient armory side quest, which would allow us to get a shield weaver armor. That is a long-term side quest, so like I said in the previous episode, when time comes for me to showcase locations where we get the, what are they called? When time comes for me to get the locations where we are picking up the, what are these things called? Power cells, thank you. When we're picking up the power cells, I will be mentioning it to you guys now. Here we are going to Cast to get the tripcaster, and then we shall progress this story a bit further. The point of the spear. And we shall be going all the way. I'm gonna try to keep all these episodes under 1 hour. I think that's a good time frame for each and every one of these episodes. So let's listen to Cast, shall we?
Well, an outcast on my doorstep. All mother protect me.
Surprised you saw me the way you keep looking every other direction to make sure no one's watching. Careful there, or you'll sprain your neck.
It's always a pain in the neck when you show up, girl, one way or another.
Is there a reason why you're acting so cranky today?
Once you run the proving and get made a brave, you'll deal with traitors in Mother's Heart. Maybe I don't like losing customers.
Traitors who don't break the law and deal with outcasts, you mean?
That's right. Our days of crime will be behind us, so long as you keep quiet.
Are you worried I'm going to tell someone that you trade with outcasts?
I don't think you're the kind who talks, but you never know.
You can stop worrying. The secret's safe with me.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but I don't mind hearing it.
The only person I've ever told about our trades is Rost.
Yeah, well, not like he can turn me in, even if he wanted to. Law and duty sort of a man, that Rost. I don't know how you stand it.
You really don't know why he was cast out?
I've told you no. I don't think anyone knows what he did, but it must have been serious because his term is for life.
Why do you take the risk, trading with outcasts?
Every time you ask. If a big, meaningful talk is what you're after, move along.
It's because you used to be one, isn't it?
Yeah. Got caught poking around one of the metal ruins out beyond the Embrace. Matriarch said I was tainted and gave me 5 years.
What did you see in the ruins?
Nothing I can make sense of. After my shunning, I tried living back in Mother's Heart, but everyone I knew had moved on, and there were so many people everywhere I turned. I like it better out here.
Last time I visited, you had a tripcaster available for trade. Still got it?
I do. But you'd need to bring me a scrapper lens. What can I say? Special weapons don't come cheap.
Oh, I can pay. Took down a scrapper not long ago. Stripped out the lens in perfect condition.
I'll be the judge of that. Show me.
Okay, so basically speaking, we are getting the tripcaster. It's a weapon I will barely use in the entire gameplay. The only time I ever use it is exactly in this mission, because you just have to buy it.
You've got yourself a tripcaster. Practice how to use it someplace else, all right? My life's exciting enough without a bunch of shock wire booby traps to trip over.
Really? Could have fooled me.
Now let's ask anything else to see what's going on, if this thing can
Will
actually
you be
stick.
around later, in case I want to make another trade?
I'll be here. Same as usual, bring me the parts you harvest from any machines you hunt. The better the parts, the more shards I'll pay. Be sure to take a close look at my inventory, though. Who knows? Maybe I've got something that could give you an edge in the proving.
We also need to take these. We also need to take these boxes as well, because they really do help. But every trader has a free sample box that you can actually buy from them, which is always a good thing to
Always a
have.
pleasure doing business.
I guess that concludes our business.
All right. Good luck in the proving. Blessing of All Mother and all that.
I've got what I need. Time to meet Rost at the North Gate.
Alright, so these tutorials are supposed to show you how to use the weapons. I have never done one, and it's not gonna start today. But at the same time, we are gonna open up these boxes. They're gonna give us a lot of rewards, a lot of resources, and things that we can use in our, what's it called? We can use in our path as we continue moving forward. So yeah, there is nothing much to do, to be honest, in the starting sections of the game, to be honest. So who'd figure? Anyway, time to travel to where Rost is, so that we can finally progress the main story ahead,
Lucky
which
they don't
is
talk to
basically
me.
the point of the
I
spear.
think I'd be very nice.
Of course, since we are an outcast, nobody here will talk to us, so there is no point in us even trying to greet or see what's up with them. It's not the best way to live, but anyway, you deal with the hand that you are given, in essence. At some point, we're going to get the ability to take over machines, so that we can be able to ride them through the plains and significantly improve our travel time and our travel speeds. But the point of doing that is not yet here, sadly. The main story, it ramps up.
Whatever
Horizon
that
Zero
hunting
Dawn
out there
has
doesn't sound easy.
Horizon Zero Dawn has some of the best stories ever, and the story is written so well, it's amazing.
Aloy,
But anyway, let's talk to Rost,
here.
shall we?
You have the fire arrows.
I do. Those explosions and shouts beyond the embrace. Is that the trouble you were talking about?
You will know soon enough. Until then, we wait for dark.
Wait for dark. I got Odd Grata her rabbits, for which she thanked All Mother, of course.
It was All Mother working through you to bring her the rabbits.
You always say that, but I was there and I hunted alone.
And you always say that, and so make yourself alone.
Look, Rost. I've thought it through, and I'm not going to shun you after the proving, okay? I won't do it. I'm not about to pretend that you never raised me.
Aloy, the law forbids all contact.
It does, and I don't care. I know what duty means for you, Rost, but all tribal law has ever done for me is take things away. And that's not gonna happen again.
Aloy, I must obey the law.
And so you will. I knew you'd say that, so this is what we'll do. I'll come to you in secret. No one will see me, so I won't get in trouble. And I know you won't talk to me because it's against the law, but I'll talk to you. It'll be my crime, not yours. You'll just listen. And that's how we'll handle this.
You've put a lot of thought into this.
I know. So you can stop worrying. It's handled.
Yes. So it is.
I saw Karst and got that tripcaster I was talking about.
I hate to think what that outlaw trader charged for a weapon of that make.
It wasn't cheap, but the caster is worth it.
Perhaps. You'll know it's worth soon enough.
I don't understand. Those explosions are outside the embrace. What can we do from in here?
The lesson will be taught in due time, Aloy. Until then, we wait.
Still a while to go before dark. I guess I'll get some rest.
Good idea. There'll be no time for sleep tonight.
Okay, so there is nothing much else we can do. Might as well take again more rest at the campfire. So we're gonna do a very easy quick save as we keep on hearing a lot of battling happening in the background. But so here we are.
Opening a gate for an outcast?
Some who are shunned reaped honor before disgrace.
So much for tribal law.
I spoke to no one, and now we must both keep silent, for we are outside of the embrace. These are the true wilds, Aloy, with threats unlike any you have ever faced.
That carcass. What sort of beast was that?
The tribe calls it a sawtooth, and it's something new, something angry. Since they first started appearing 10 years ago, they have killed many braves.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
It's not far.
That cabin. What happened to it?
A machine, that's what.
What sort of machine does that?
The sort of machine you're hunting now.
Oh. I see.
okay,
I'll watch
so
your carcass. I'll harvest the parts.
okay,
Watch your
if I can
surroundings.
get a word in. That cutscene beforehand shows us a very important segment that despite Rost being an outcast and Aloy an outcast with him, Rost still commands a level of respect that has not seen from others or by others, which is quite the revelation if you ask me. So
It won't be much farther now.
Why are we
something
the
to
only
keep
ones
a
out here
mental
tonight?
note of.
Why can't the tribe's braves hunt this machine?
They did. The kills we passed are theirs. Tomorrow, they will hunt again.
They won't need to. This machine will be my kill.
Or
Fact.
your death, if you're not careful.
This battle with this machine can go one or two ways depending on difficulty set and your skill level. It can be a very, very challenging section, or
An entire lodge?
it could be a real waste of time for you
Sawtooths?
if that's what,
How many were there?
I didn't bring you
if
here
you're
to
that
answer
good. So
questions, Aloy.
anyway, let's see how it
Brought you
goes.
here to deal with that.
It's huge. How do you defeat it?
That will be for you to decide. This hunt is yours to make, Aloy. Yours alone. No matter what happens, I will not intervene. You understand? You are on your own.
I should stay out of sight. I can use the tall grass to approach. Okay, let's see. Where can I place my traps?
So the whole point of this section is for us to place the trip caster wires, deliver a nice shock to the sawtooth to allow us some time to what's it called? To allow us time to attack it essentially. The first wires that I placed was I placed them in the wrong location, and I don't know why I always do that, but like I said, this section sucks. It's pointless. Like once we are in the wild, you'll see that I fight these things. I always fight them as if they are not a threat, of which they are, especially right now that we are at lowly level 5. These things they can destroy you in one hit, hence the need of a trip caster. But the more you keep leveling up, the more you keep upgrading your skills, which I haven't done by the way, but we will be doing it in this episode. You will come to find out that at some point, as you get better and better and you get more comfortable battling machines, some of these machines they stop posing a threat to you in essence. So yeah, at some point the sawtooth won't be a problem anymore, but in this early phase of the game it is a big threat. But as you all know, in the end we are going to be the biggest threat to it. So as it's always been, human beings will forever be the apex predators. Anyway, we just need for this sawtooth to finally come up here, get stuck in the trip caster wire, and then we can shoot the canister and destroy it. It's, like I said, it's not a hard thing. It's not a hard thing to do, honestly. So and the funny thing, even the trip caster wires don't work on you, so it was never going to be a hard thing to do in the first place.
Why did I bring you here?
Not to answer questions.
Aloy.
Survival requires perfection. It was a test to hone my skills against a dangerous new machine.
No. Follow. These are Nora hunting lands. They must be protected. If you hadn't destroyed the sawtooth, how many braves might it have killed or injured tomorrow? The lesson lives within the question, Aloy. For years, you've trained to win the proving, but only for yourself. As a brave, it will be your duty to fight for your tribe.
My tribe? You said I wouldn't need them.
But I never said the tribe wouldn't need you. The strength to stand alone, Aloy, is the strength to make a stand. To serve a purpose greater than yourself. That is the lesson you must learn. And remember it. After the proving. And after I'm gone. We're finished here. Follow.
One of my favorite aspects of Aloy is how sarcastic she can be with some of her responses. It's just
Dawn
the
has
best.
passed.
But anyway,
This will be your
we are
last
done
day in
with
the
this.
embrace as an outcast. Use the
what's it
time to
called?
set your mind on the challenges before you.
Done with that quest.
When
So
it is time for you to go to Mother's Heart, I'll be waiting for you along the way.
I understand the final lesson, Rost.
Do you?
But if I'm going to stand for something, it'll have to be something I believe in.
Then I hope you find it, Aloy. I hope you do.
I'll go back to the cabin with you.
I'm not heading there just yet. I have other plans.
Oh, such as?
I'll be waiting for you when it is time.
I'll see you at Mother's Heart then.
You will.
Okay, so we are done with the point of the spear main quest. The next main quest basically revolves around Mother's Heart. There we go. So in this new main quest, we are basically moving towards the proving, which is what we should have been heading for like an episode ago, but it hasn't really taken us long
Oh
to
boy.
progress the main story. So, and like I said, I am never going to play this game in stealth mode. It's a clear waste of time. Most of the times you can literally outrun the machines, and if they catch up to you, it's not such a big problem to kill them. So the game was meant for you to play it as you meet a machine, you either bypass them stealthily, that's why you have all this grass covering, hence why the game went through a painstaking section to teach us how to be stealth when facing the machines. But like I said, I don't care. Stealth only works in some select few areas, and the game is more fun when you're taking the machines head on anyway. So there is no way that there was no point in time I was ever going to play this game in a stealthful manner. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. But here is Rost. His character model has just refused to load in. Okay, it's there, I guess. But yeah, there is nothing much left for us to do, honestly. So let's upgrade our skills first, and then we can move forward to do the, what's it called, to do the proving. My god, I'm not so sure why the word proving becomes so hard for me to remember. But yeah, the skills, we're gonna keep upgrading them because we need our character to be a bit better. And these skills, some of them are useful, some of them you don't even notice them as you're playing the game, but if you have unused skills, it's just best to keep using them. So
are you ready?
Yes, I guess. It's louder than I expected.
You've never been so close before.
I guess everything's bigger up close.
Soon it'll all seem familiar. Like home.
I don't know about that.
Look for High Matriarch Tirsa. She'll help you. Any other concerns?
What should I expect once I'm inside?
There'll be people celebrating and feasting. More than you've ever seen in one place. No other village compares to Mother's Heart. It is the seat of the High Matriarchs, a center of Nora life, a jewel of the sacred land. Give it time, and you'll grow fond of it. As I was, back when I was at the tribe.
Are you sure they're gonna let me in?
I've told you, Aloy. By law, any child outcast can run in the proving.
And any who pass are made braves and are outcasts no more. I know that. But not everyone follows the law like you do, Rost.
Have faith, Aloy. The tribe will honor your right.
Any final lessons before I head in?
No. You've learned every lesson the wilds have to teach.
It was you who taught me, not the wilds. Not sure my bow and spear will be much help in there, though.
It is with bow and spear that you'll win what you've wanted all these years, Aloy. Answers.
I'm ready to do this. See you back home in a few days?
You will not find me there, Aloy. Here. Take this, too. Remember.
Why are you talking like we'll never see each other again? No. No!
You should be with the tribe. And but I will always be an outcast.
But I told you, I have that figured out. I'll come to you in secret. I'll be the one breaking the law, not you. You don't even have to talk to me.
This attachment to me will only hold you back. It's my wish that you embrace the tribe. You've lived in isolation long enough.
Until now, I didn't.
For your sake, I must go where you will never find me. This is goodbye.
I'm glad to have this then. It will remind me of you, of everything you did, and how you helped prepare me for this day.
Thank you.
Heavier than it looks. But the cord is strong.
May All Mother bless you, Aloy.
And you.
Man, this scene is so sad. Every single time I get to this point, you just can't help feel
Today of
so
all
sad,
days.
man.
I have to keep my mind on the proving.
It's such a sad scene seeing them say goodbye to each other. It always gets me. I'm never prepared for it, and I don't think that I'll ever be, to be honest. But anyway, task at hand, goal that
You
we
will
need to
come back,
follow, so
outcast.
let's see.
Or bleed. Your choice.
Make way! Make way! Braves, stand aside. She is welcome here. Mother's heart is open to you, child. Come. I assure you, most Nora aren't so rude as those idiots.
You're Tirsa?
Who else would I be? Come on now. I've been waiting for this day a long time.
You have?
Oh, yes. But for the moment, I must leave you. I have other outsiders to keep safe tonight.
You what?
Envoys from another tribe, the Karja. Come to observe the proving, and oh, how the Nora hate the Karja.
Karja.
But that's my problem. We will talk later. In the meantime, enjoy the festival. Oh, down the path to the right, you'll find an old friend who can't wait to see you.
But I don't know anyone here.
Try telling him that. We will talk later. May the goddess protect.
What is going on?
If you don't remember her, she's the High Matriarch who blessed Aloy's naming in the opening episode. And it's so nice that she's one of the few people of the tribe, actually a High Matriarch, meaning she's in a position of power, who actually like Aloy. And even talks to her despite the fact that she's an outcast, which makes no sense. I don't know. But anyway. Here we are at Mother's Hut. It's such a beautiful place. When you compare it to the areas that we have been in, and you see how much there's a lot of people, a lot of activity, a lot of music. This place is the best. Why is she looking at us like that? Anyway, we are here and we are having
This heat
fun as
crawls.
we should be, which is really, really nice. And
It's
if you also don't remember, this guy is the guy we
is Aloy,
rescued
isn't it?
in the second.
I'm
No,
remembering
it's
your
still in
name
the first
correctly.
episode, yes.
Are
It's
you
still in the
the
first
old
episode, yeah.
friend Tirsa told me about? I don't know you.
I see you don't recognize me. Well, it was a long time ago. Teb is my name. You were half my size when you saved me from a herd of machines.
Yeah, remember?
I
Guys from
remember.
the first episode
You tried to
coming
save me.
right back.
I never forgot that day. All these years, I hope to see you again, if you came to run in the proving. As you can see, I didn't turn out to be much of a hunter. I served the tribe as a stitcher instead, a maker of garments and armor. In preparation for this day, I've made an outfit for you. I hope you like it.
What's it going to cost?
Cost? Nothing. Consider it the thanks I tried to give years ago. Long overdue.
Alright, so we have been given the Nora Brave outfit for free, and we are gonna equip it in advance because we are going to be a Nora Brave. We also have other outfits that we can buy right here, which is wonderful, but I'm not really looking into improving our swag, our drip just yet. But in the meantime, I do love that we get a free outfit from Teb. There are people who actually give us free outfits all the time, which is a good thing in this game, which can help you.
Seems to fit you perfectly.
You know,
Thank you, Teb.
can help you
I've
blend
never
into the
had
different
anything like this
regions that
before.
you are.
Well, it's yours. I think you'll find it affords more protection than what you were wearing. Every outfit offers some advantage. It's always a trade-off. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you any longer. Head for the Matriarch's Lodge if you want to find Tirsa. You'll know it when you see it. A large wooden building with an angry mob waiting outside.
Tirsa said something about envoys from another tribe.
Yes, that's what the mob's angry about. Karja visiting our sacred land for the first time in years. I'd expect to see some tomatoes fly, maybe rocks. Hopefully not spears. In any case, be ready to duck.
Alright, that is that. So we move on forward towards the main lodge. As you can see, there's a lot of bustling activity right here in Mother's Heart, which is just, again, like I said, when you're coming from a position where all you see is the wilds and people in isolation, then you see such activity, it paints a stark picture and difference of the things which are there. I'm not so sure what the Nora Where song is about, but you know, sometimes it's just good to listen and see what other people are talking about, what people are doing and things of the nature and sort.
Get down from there! Bad enough you're drunk. Why do you have to go climbing houses?
Oh, not supposed to go climbing on other people's roofs, huh?
Get down
It's always a
from
fun
there
time at a
now.
party. You can tell it's always fun at parties, eh?
On my
You'll
head.
have to tell this when I'm gone. In the beginning, all life came from all mother.
And
Aloy,
now
over here.
here we are. Let's speak to Cast again.
Karst? What are you doing here?
Careful. Pretend like we've never met. I wasn't supposed to trade with outcasts in the wilds, remember?
How could I forget? And how generous of you to talk to me now.
Don't be like that. You know I'll be rooting for you in the proving tomorrow. Can't wait to see the looks on some of these faces when you win. And if you need any last-minute supplies, I'm your man.
So, Mother's Heart. I thought you preferred the wilds.
Well, man can't drink alone all the time, can he? Truth is, I get lonely once in a while. There, I admitted it. Don't think less of me.
I won't hold it against you. If you give me a discount.
You can't be.
I'm joking, Karst. It's good to see you.
Don't go soft on me. All sales are final. If it breaks, you're out of luck.
There's not much that we can buy also from here. It's just the same things that Teb had, albeit Teb was more of a stitcher, to be honest. There are weapons that we can buy over here. Of course, the very, very least ranking type of weapons are sold in the Nora lands, but the further we progress into the game, of which I might add the game is yet to open up for us. I have not mentioned that, but once the game opens up to us, more and more weapons shall become available to us, which is a good thing. Of course, we are gonna pick up the rope caster. It's very specific. We love using it against, or I rather personally love using
Till
it
next time.
Next
against
time, you'll
things
be a
like
brave.
Thunderjaws and Stormbirds. Oh, how I hate Stormbirds, but anyway, that's my problem.
In a
Let's see what
moment, we
happens
shall
right
bless
here.
the proving. But first, we have guests to welcome. For 2 years, we have been at peace with Akarja. It is time to restore our bonds of trade with Meridian. These envoys come to us under a banner of peace.
Peace. It's peace.
An enunciation of gratitude written by the hand of Sun King of
Killers and slavers! Hey,
Luminance of
hold
the-
your fruit. Nora Faithful, hold your fruit. Now, I'm Azaram, not Karja, so I'll put it to you straight. The 13th Sun King was a murderous bung. Oh, he was. He was a tyrant and a monster. Raided my tribe for a blood sacrifice, just like yours. My own sister was taken. I hated the Karja. But the 13th king is dead. 2 years now. Who killed him? The 14th.
Yeah.
Not because he lusted for power, but because someone had to put an end to his father's atrocities.
Yeah!
The message that this poor priest means to read is an apology. Straight from the lips of the 14th king. So please, can't you lend him your ears?
Thank you. An enunciation of gratitude written by the hand of Sun King Avad, 14th luminance of the Radiant Line.
Looks like it's on old man. One of the visitors.
Okay, so we are gonna find a signal that we need to interact with,
I should do a focus scan, see what it detected.
but I'm not so sure why.
Unknown
Okay, I guess it's not
device detected.
finished
What's that?
detecting.
He's wearing a focus. You're the only other person I've ever seen wearing a focus. Where did you get yours?
What? A Nora? Wearing one of these? That's impossible. Your tribe fears the old places, forbids them.
Who says I'm like other Nora?
Why, I guess you're not. If you've gone delving in the ruins of the metal world.
What's wrong?
Apologies. Malfunction.
Oh, Lynn, you making friends with locals, are we?
I'll come back.
Wait.
No, we'll talk later. Have to go.
Whoa. Well, I guess he's more hungover than I thought. Hey, you got the same trinket that Olin has on his head. Since when did those become fashionable?
His name is Owen? Who is he? And where did he get one of these?
He's just a scrounger with friends in high places. Now, he spends half his time digging for artifacts, the other half drinking or dicing. As for the trinket, well, I guess he dug it up somewhere. Just a weird old jewel he sticks on his face. I mean, no offense. It looks great on you.
I've never seen armor like yours before.
You've never seen Vanguard steel? Well, let me introduce you. Ring-locked, impact-protected, sturdy enough to choke a sawtooth. It has to be. The Vanguard of the Sun King's best. Life-takers and machine breakers to a one. You might even give a Nora warmaid like you more trouble than she can handle.
With all that metal to slow you down? I doubt it.
Yeah, hard to say. From where I'm standing, looks like a pretty even match.
What else do you know about Olin?
Is he really that interesting? I'm starting to get jealous. Well, he scours the wilds for ruins, digs up stuff, and sells it to nobles. When he's not scrounging, he's scouting. Exactly the skills you want the man guiding your expedition to have. I've known him for a few years. He's a loyal companion, cares for his family, holds his drink well enough. I like him, but besides that, not much to tell.
Tell me about Olin again.
When he's not scrounging, I've known him for...
I thought your friend was gonna go down in a hail of fruit, but you really calmed the crowd.
Thanks. I wasn't sure I could do it. The Nora is still pissed with the Karja about the Red Raids, and who can blame them?
I wanted to ask you something else.
If you want. But I'll also be around after that blessing thing, if that'd be a better time to talk.
I never heard anything about red raids growing up. What were those?
Your tribe was in war and you didn't even know? I mean, were you kept hidden away? Did you have overprotective parents or something?
I grew up as an outcast, shunned by the tribe.
Oh, yeah, I've heard the Nora do that. That seems cruel, if you ask me. But even an outcast knows about the derangement of the machines, right? How they get deadlier every year? Well, the mad Sun King figured if he spilled enough blood to the sun god, it would calm the machines. Didn't work. But for years, he raided the tribes and took captives for sacrifice. My sister among them. The Nora put up a good fight, but lives were lost.
So what happened? How did it all end?
The Mad King's own son united Karja rebels with Oseram freebooters. And together we did the impossible, took back Meridian and killed the crazy old king. So now the son sits on the throne and it's a big improvement. Under Avad, there's no more sacrifices, no more slavery. People from all tribes are welcome in Meridian now, even Nora exiles. You really should come visit.
Who are the Oseram?
Oh, that's my tribe, far to the northwest. We're good at three things: arguing, working steel, and brewing.
And freebooters. What are those?
I guess you could say we were mercenaries, warriors for pay. Except a lot more loyal than that makes us sound. Avad couldn't have taken down his father without our metal and muscle. And now some of us serve proudly as his personal vanguard.
You said the machines have been getting more dangerous every year.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you that, right?
First I've heard of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed everyone knew. Well, the way I hear it, 15, 20 years ago, the machines weren't always pissed off like they are now. When a hunter came at them, they'd spook and run. So it was hard to take them down, but not dangerous, so long as he was smart enough to jump out of the way. But then the derangement starts up and everything changes. Now, when a hunter fires a shot, the machines snarl and charge right at him. A few more years pass and they start attacking people on sight. Going anywhere becomes a major risk. If that wasn't bad enough, entirely new kinds of machines start showing up. Bigger, meaner, and heavily armed.
Like the Sawtooth.
Yeah, 10 years ago, that one. But every couple of years or so, something worse comes along. Believe me.
So what's making it happen?
And no one knows. And the machines, well, they aren't telling.
If the Karja have such a cruel history, how did you end up serving them?
The last king and his men were butchers. But the new king wants peace. There's nothing cruel about that. Besides, the Karja don't just fight, they build. But take Meridian. Next to it, everything else is just a bunch of sticks and stones.
Just how big is Meridian? What's it like?
Where do I even start? My tribesmen are masters of the forge, the best tinkers in the world. But when it comes to building, the Karja have us beat. The city soars over a canyon with more bridges than the Nora have roads and buildings tall as mountains. And across the valley stands the spire, like a blade thrust into the sky reflecting the sun. You really owe it yourself to see it. So consider that a challenge. Or an invitation.
Tell me about the derangement again.
Well, the way when a hunter came, so it was hard to... But then the derangement starts up. But now, when a hunter fires a shot, the machines snarl and a few more years pass. If that wasn't bad enough.
Like the Sawtooth.
Yeah, 10 years...
So what's making...
And no one...
Your sister was taken captive and sacrificed. That's terrible.
Captive, yes. Sacrificed, no. It takes more than a few Carja to finish Ursa. She got away, and now she's my captain. Captain of the entire Vanguard. Favored by the Sun King himself.
How did she survive?
Well, that's a story, all right, but it takes a while to tell. Maybe another time over a drink or three? Or just come to Meridian and meet her yourself. I think you'd like each other. You're both rather, direct.
I want
Man,
to ask you
that
about something you
was
said before.
Ask away.
that was a lot and a lot and
I
a
should
lot
make my way to the
of
blessing.
Yeah.
communication
Look, maybe
with
I shouldn't
Eren.
say this,
Anyway.
but it's obvious that you don't belong in this backwater. I mean, you're smart. You're obviously capable, and, well, I mean, look at you.
What are you talking about?
You know what. All right, if you ever visit Meridian, look me up. I'll show you around, make introductions. It'll be a whole new life, if you want it. Anyway, I have to go to that blessing thing, too, so, see you around, maybe?
Did you see this Carja walk past? May all mother forget them and all their worthless deeds.
High Matriarch Tears has gone too far this time.
Here we are. That was a lot of communication content coming from Eren, but it does a lot to build on the world and everything that has been happening so far vis-a-vis our current world state. So it's good that we got to finish that conversation there and then, so that we don't have to meet with him after the blessing to basically ask all those questions all over again. Now what we are going to be doing right now is, well, I was waiting for Eren to see if there was anything weird that was going to happen with us walking in the same direction. None of that. What we need to do at this point is to bless the blessing. So apparently we are the last person being waited for the blessing. So last to
Aloy,
arrive, but
take
anyway.
your place right there. The prayer lantern is yours. I made it for you.
We really gotta love how Tears
sisters.
loves us.
Aspirants,
Lancer, on the other hand, not so much.
before each of you sits a prayer lantern crafted by your mother. In her honor, light its flame.
So we're gonna do this for Rost, because you know.
In honor of Rost. And all he did to help me get here.
Yes, he's the one who got us here, so in honor of
Oh,
Rost.
Mother, hear our prayer. What is the child but a mother's hope that takes flight? A glowing flame that climbs the air, set free to the wind, sailing the sky till it fades and falls. So, from one to another, passes the chain of love.
There's so many beautiful scenes here, man.
questions for
It's
him.
just amazing. Anyway, we shall go and talk to Olin, and after we talk to Olin, we shall go and enter the Mother's Lodge, which is where we shall be ending this wonderful episode of ours, episode 3. Amazing that we're already 3 episodes in and we've done so much. And afterwards, in episode 4, we shall begin the proving itself.
Hello,
So
Owen.
You know my name? Ah, guess Eren told you.
Why did you act so strange when we spoke earlier?
Must be this festival. I'm really not one for crowds. Maybe I should just turn in.
Stop dodging my questions.
All right, cool your fire. I got nothing to hide.
I've never seen anyone else with a focus. Where exactly did you find it?
In a ruin, north of the Claim. That's our name for the Asuram homeland. Up there, the metal seams run deep. Steel giants half buried in loose soil. Forgotten caves that the old ones bored into mountain rock. Your eyes just lit up.
I found my focus in a cave just like you're describing. A ruin of the old ones.
If you've delved yourself, you know as much as I do. Go to those places for answers. Not me.
When we spoke earlier, you winced, then looked like you were in pain. Or frightened. Did your focus show you something?
It didn't show me anything. I told you. It malfunctioned. Happens all the time.
You're not a very convincing liar.
Do you always accuse people you've just met of lying?
Only the ones who aren't telling the truth.
Fire and spit, girl. I'm a plain hammered man with nothing to hide. You don't believe me, that's your trouble, not mine.
What are you doing here, Olin? Why come to Norland?
Aaron needed a scout for his expedition, and a second for his drinking, that's all. Someone to stop the Sun Priest getting lost. When all this is over, I'm back to delving ruins, rummaging for scrap, scrounging up trinkets to sell.
So you're an explorer?
Just another Outlander, girl. A man's gotta make his shards. I just make mine in service to the king's court, that's all.
I don't understand. We have this device in common, but you can't wait to stop talking to me.
I already have all the friends I need, girl. I don't need the bother.
I'm used to being shunned by the tribe. I thought you'd be different.
It's nothing personal. It really isn't. You should try to enjoy yourself tonight. Big day tomorrow. Always best to make every day count.
What a very peculiar thing to say to us right here, right now. It's almost as if he's trying to give us a sly warning in a... He's trying to be sly, but that's... No, it's not even a warning. It kinda sounds like a threat, to be honest. Anyway, to the lodge. It's time for us to get in and call it a very, very nice and wonderful episode 3. Which it has been, to be fair, so.
Motherless chuff.
What did you say?
Find your bed, outcast, and dream of winning the proving. That's the closest you're gonna get.
Oh, this is the bedhouse? With you standing guard, I figured it was the latrine.
You're very present here.
Aloy has a smart mouth and I'm always here for it, man. Always here for it.
Well, well. Look who's come in from the wild. The motherless outcast. I see you've still got a scar from where that rock I threw hit you. Now that's a cherished memory.
You can be a real lard sometimes, boss. Cut it out.
Well, you guys remember him? The guy, the little jerk of a boy who threw the stone
Where's
at
your
us in
bite,
episode
outcast?
1, so you
Or
know.
did you need my permission to speak in the presence of a true Nora? Aw, you even try to dress like a real Nora. Not that it fools anyone.
So this is how it's gonna be with you, is it?
This is how it's gonna be with everyone, outcast. You belong in the wilds, not Mother's heart. And you definitely don't belong in the proving.
Too bad for you that I'm gonna win it then.
I've trained all my life for this. If I lost to you, I'd make myself an outcast for life.
Don't overestimate yourself. You wouldn't last long in the wilds.
You know, I often think of the day I gave you that scar. It's a cherished memory.
Yeah, the look on your face when I knocked that stone out of your hand was pretty entertaining. But I suppose you leave that part of the story out when you tell it, don't you?
I branded you that day to
Ban.
mark your shame.
All you did that day was make me stronger. Just wait. I'll show you tomorrow.
Yeah, right. This is boring. Time for Boss to get some sleep. You'll be the one surprised tomorrow, outcast. Not me.
Oh, are you gonna shut your mouth? Because that would be a surprise.
Burn. I really
Nice job
love when
handling
Aloy is
Rost.
very
That
sly,
should keep
man.
him quiet. Till morning, anyway.
I don't believe we've met. I'm Aloy.
Oh, I know who you are. The competition. The others, they'll finish the proving. Most of them. But win it? That's down to Bast, you, or me. Vala.
Nice to meet you, Vala. You're right. I am going to win tomorrow.
Never celebrate a victory before it's earned, girl. My mother taught me that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna get some sleep. I plan to be well rested when I run you into the ground tomorrow. Your bunk's right there when you want it.
Okay. Thanks.
Oh man, we and Vala are gonna be the best of friends till the end of time.
So, your first day in Mother's heart. What do you think? You've never slept in a Nora lodge before. Not very private.
Anyway, we're just gonna say not bad, to be
It
honest.
has certain charms.
Homey enough, once you're accepted.
That's the problem.
I think you'll find a place here. I do. Get some rest.
And there we are. Main quest of Mother's Heart has been completed. So, see you guys in the next one.